What's up, everybody? Jake Salter here for the Cellar Builder Sportscast Baseball Edition. Alongside me, as always, Francis Parkman and Rob Schnitzer. How we all doing?
Yay!
Yay! Yay, football. No, wait, this is baseball.
Yay, sports ball.
Yay,
sports ball.
Oh, we did miss a fight. Foligno.
Oh, no, that was Foligno and Haig. That was after.
They're watching hockey, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
We're definitely watching hockey. 'Tis the season for playoff hockey almost. So
Big game going on.
we got it on, but hey. Oh, there you go.
I wasn't going to have one today.
There you go.
Why not?
Getting that beer.
Taking a day off.
Yeah.
Week.
Yeah.
Boo. Nobody likes that.
I thought about it.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah. Ain't nobody got time for not drinking beer. Yeah, see, it's good. It's good.
It's good. It's good.
All right. Let's just dive in. What do you think?
All right.
Sure, diving in.
It's been a little while since we had one. Show highlights brought to you, of course, by
Smoke weed every day.
Weed.
Well, that was definitely random.
What? I thought it was going to be Chewbacca.
It was the first button I saw, so I hit it. I got you, though. You were not expecting that, and it was pretty funny.
Just move the show along. Just go.
This is already off the rails.
What?
Come on, it's funny.
I'm gonna repeat the question I said Monday night when we were watching the hockey game. What the hell just happened?
Fun things happen. Show highlights. Minor League Baseball Opening Day 2021. This is important. Why? Stay tuned. I'll tell you in a bit.
Yeah.
Fun and awesome. I got some fun and awesome minor league baseball team stadium promos / fan nights to kind of celebrate for opening day.
What do you got?
I'll tell you in a minute.
No, tell me now.
No,
Fine.
shut up. The Twins bullpen sucks. Then we're going to get into maybe Rob's corner of poo. I have it written as a different name.
Is this a segment, or did I just not wipe good enough?
Yes. And then MLB notable injury news as well. And then, of course, our Fantasy Baseball Challenge results from a couple of weeks ago. We did a new draft, and we will reveal our current standings as well.
Certainly hope I didn't have to pick last this week.
Anyway, you can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/CD Sportscast, Twitter at CD Sportscast, and YouTube as well. And subscribe and follow at Spreaker.com, Apple iTunes Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
Here we go. Minor League Baseball Opening Day 2021 is a big deal. The season started yesterday as two AA Northeast teams played. We have games, were played. Portland Sea Dogs hosted the New Hampshire Fisher Cats, and the Bowie Bay Sox visited the Altoona Curve. The reason why this is important, fellas, is because the last minor league baseball game played was the AAA National Championship game on September 17th, 2019.
Boy.
You heard me correctly. It's been 588 days between games. Of course, COVID knocked out the minor league year last year, unfortunately, so it's good to have it back.
Yeah.
Good to have the farm systems back up and running again.
I still want a Rocket City Trash Pandas hat.
I saw
Because-
Brooklyn Cyclone won their game.
Oh, nice. Don't know who that is or who it's for.
Mets AA.
Nice. When I lived in
Playing
Savannah,
Coney Island.
when I lived in Savannah, Georgia, they're no longer there anymore. But the Savannah Sand Gnats were the single A affiliate of the Mets.
I remember you texting me while I was at
Awesome.
work, and I sort of looked down. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Because you said you knew somebody who worked for them or had some sort of connection with them.
Yeah, we got free tickets for somebody who worked for the stadium, Grayson Stadium, I think is what it's called. But yeah, they're no longer affiliated. Unfortunately, I don't even think the Sand Gnats are a team anymore. They are now the Savannah Bananas.
Terrible.
It's
They had it right the
pretty
first
bad.
Terrible,
time.
and I
with
love it.
Sand
Yeah. But anyway, minor league baseball kicked off. Some new rules being tested this year in the minors. Just a few off the bat here. Slightly larger bases with a less slippery surface. This will take place in all AAA leagues.
Good.
I think it's a good move. It is. Apparently, the bases are like 3 inches more wider, I guess.
3x3 wider.
3x3 wider. I want to get you guys' take on that. I mean, baseball is a game of inches, and steals happen too, and they're not changing like the distance between the bases, but could a 3-inch wider base all the way around make a difference as far as maybe some steals or pickoffs or even close plays at first?
So my thing is we play softball. And it's not the same, but in slow pitch softball, I play first base. There are 2 bags at first base, a white bag and an orange bag. As the first baseman, I get the white bag. I can put my foot on any part of the white bag and not be called for interference.
Yep.
And the runner has the orange bag. Well, that still doesn't get called.
No.
But the point is they do it for safety's sake. People stepping on ankles, or just tripping over somebody or running into people. I think it's a safety thing, and I like it. And because, if you've never touched like an actual base, it's a slippery surface.
Yeah.
It's
when it's wet, especially
when it's wet.
Remember Bryce Harper? What was it, a couple 3 years ago or so? Ended up hyperextending his knee because of a slippery base. He slipped on first base.
I don't recall that, but when we were talking about Carlos Rodon's no hitter, and I talked about the play Jose Abreu made sliding into first base to get the out. Yeah, it's the same thing. As for the steals and stuff, I don't think it's not gonna make bad base stealers suddenly good.
Right.
You know what I mean? It'll make good base stealers maybe a little bit better.
Yeah, maybe.
But you never know.
Well, what are your thoughts, Rob? What do you think?
I was going to say the same thing. Having to deal with injuries, I would say that's a good move if it's going to prevent anything or anybody from getting hurt. I can't see that it would be beneficial to anybody as far as getting more steals, since, like you said, they're not making the distance different in any way. So I don't see it being beneficial towards one side or the other. As long as it's a safety reason, then I'm fine with that.
Going back to the dual base thing in softball, do you think maybe the major league should adopt something like that, at least for first base?
And that's all we have it for in softball. Why not?
I'd be fine with that.
And we talked about I showed you that video of the Brewers pitcher getting called for interference.
All right,
because the runner was on the grass, and the out had already been recorded like 5 seconds beforehand.
He was up by 20 feet.
But the rule is runners can't run on the grass.
Well, it's the rule, but you have dumbass umpires,
right? They have that running lane there in the dirt. Why not put a bag on that side?
Yeah.
Make it clear and concise, and you can put a camera right on it so you can see, ball and glove.
And then if any part of the runner's foot touches that grass, you call them out.
Breaking news, the Mets have scored a run.
Whoa!
Not by a hit, though. Wild pitch. Normally that wouldn't be breaking news, but it is the Mets.
That's crazy.
Their first run since
Hashtag
Easter.
World Series bound.
Their first run since Easter.
Jeez.
Sorry.
That's rude. Funny, but rude.
Sorry.
Accurate.
All right, another rule here, a requirement that all 4 infielders have their cleats within the outer boundary of the infield dirt when the pitch is delivered. This will be tested in all Double-A, probably an attempt to curve the shifts going on a little bit around baseball. I personally think you should be able to place your fielders wherever the hell you want to put them. So I don't really like this rule, and I guess it's being tested. What do you guys think?
I'm with you on that.
It's a terrible rule.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like it.
If there are guys out there that are like dead pull hitters, and if you're going to play by that rule, bring your left fielder in, to play where that second baseman would normally play, and then scoot your center fielder over, to play deep right field. Most times those dead pull hitters, they're not, if they go the opposite way, more power to them.
We do it in softball all the time. And it works.
Yeah.
It works in the major leagues too, but I just don't understand why
you're removing strategy from the game.
You totally are, and you're forcing your infielders to confine themselves to the infield. Well, I don't know. I just think that's dumb. So you were going to say something, Rob?
No, I was just going to say I agree with you.
So they can stand on the grass, but they have to be close to
their cleats have to be within the outer boundary of the infield dirt.
Oh, so they have to be in the dirt. Okay.
When the pitch is delivered.
I am curious to see how that would change anything, but
I'm
just glad it's not being tested in the major
So
leagues.
so like let's say for the Twins, can Jorge Polanco have his feet on the dirt as Barrios is throwing the pitch, but as soon as the pitch leaves his hand, can he bail to the outfield?
I mean, you could probably do that.
I feel
a lot of
what
gray
difference
area.
is gonna
Yeah,
what
right.
difference is going to make? It's coming in at 95 miles an hour. What are you going to get, a half a step if that?
Half a step could be, like you said, it's a game of inches.
It could screw the infielder too, because if he hits it right at him, his momentum's going one way. Well,
Yeah.
he's got a base hit.
Yeah.
So why would you go anywhere?
I don't know. I'm just curious.
I know, I get it.
Why are you
man.
yelling at me?
Wow, I'm not yelling at you.
You're yelling.
I'm not.
Dollar
Hey,
in the yellow jar.
It's okay, boys.
We have a
Settle.
yell jar? What the hell?
We do now.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Stop yelling. That's another
Oh
dollar.
my God! Shut up. Now I'm yelling.
$3.
Oh my God! I'm gonna throw you out that window. The next rule here I have is a requirement that pitchers must step off of the rubber to attempt a pickoff. That is going to be in all of high A ball. I'm a little confused on this one because I thought maybe that was part of. I thought that was part of the game anyway, but maybe not. What am I getting wrong here? Anybody know?
I believe
I don't know.
in the majors, it's once you make your move towards home plate, you cannot go to first. Like that's a balk.
It has something to do with dropping your hands, maybe, or
Yeah, you can't
I
like
don't know.
you
Balks
have
are always confusing
once
to me.
once you make your motion towards the plate, you're committed to the plate. It's a balk. You can step up and throw. Like if what is it? Your front foot. Like if your front foot goes towards first base, you can throw it to first base. Like that's
Oh, that's true.
it's
Yeah.
never been.
As a right-handed pitcher, I never really had that problem because I would be facing the third base side. So
You'd always have to turn
yeah,
around.
I'd have to step off and turn around anyway.
Yep.
So okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess that's a left hand, but that's a dumb rule too. Like
Yeah, I don't get it.
you're eliminating pickoffs is what you're doing your best to eliminate the pickoff.
Yeah, pretty
Which
much.
and Brios has like 5 of them
I
already.
was gonna
this
say
year.
the Twins are really good at something this year, and it's picking
And
off.
it's picking off
runners,
and
yeah.
picking off runners and blowing leads.
Well, that's okay. True and sad.
Better than blowing runners and picking off. Oh. I had to go there. I'm so sorry.
What the hell just happened? Why do I keep finding myself asking this question?
I'm a child.
Yes, you are. Me,
You are such a
41-year-old child.
You are such a dick.
oh God. Okay,
You love it.
Speaking
I
of
do. I
speaking,
do.
speaking of
Speaking.
pickoffs, a limit of 2 pickoff attempts per plate appearance is happening in all low A ball this year. I think that's dumb as hell. Does that mean that the runner only has 2 chances to steal the base
No.
then too?
No,
That's so dumb.
no. You can throw over twice.
I get that.
But let's say it's
you burn them up back to back, well then the runner
And then he's like, well, I'm not getting picked off by the pitcher.
That's-
I'm going to get thrown out at second. If that rule came to the major leagues, Byron Buxton would abuse that. He would
A
take
lot of
big
guys-
leads,
Oh, yeah.
get back to first, and the very next pitch, he gone.
Gone.
He gone.
Yeah.
I don't know. These rules are dumb.
they are absolutely terrible.
Everything outside of the larger bases is stupid.
Dumb rule number 3. I guess 4 at this point.
I think this is 4, yeah.
A 15-second pitch clock in low A West.
Which will not be enforced in any way.
Never, ever
No,
be
that's
enforced.
terrible.
It's a terrible rule.
Next one is an automatic. This one's interesting, actually. An automatic ball strike system. This is taking place in low A in the southeast only. A human umpire will still be positioned behind home plate, and a system called the Hawkeye tracking system will be used to deliver an audio signal to the home plate umpire, who then will relay the ball or strike call. Your thoughts on an automatic ball strike system, boys?
With how terrible the umpires have been with their
Angel
strike
Hernandez.
zones, like just this year alone,
hasn't been
A
good.
lot of calls, not even just balls and strikes, like all across the board.
Get it-
Umpiring has been terrible
get it
this year.
get it into the major leagues as fast as you can. Like
And we'll get into it. I have a few things to mention about
I mean-
umpires lately.
the umpires, obviously want to keep your jobs. Call the freaking strike a strike.
Yeah.
If it's throwing a foot off the plate, you call it a freaking ball.
Yeah.
Like I have terrible eyesight and I can see these pitches better than you. Bring it to Major League Baseball right now. Do it, please. Help us.
Robbie had something to say about umpires.
Okay, we'll get into it now then.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
There's just been so many calls I've seen, and not even balls and strikes, which have been bad anyway, but They had one. Well, you guys mentioned it before. Was that on the pregame, or was that more recent about the interference call? Which there was absolutely zero interference.
Yeah,
but maybe you guys want to
against
mention
the
that.
Brewers.
I didn't see it. But
so I
heard about
don't
it.
remember who they were playing, but they hit a weak grounder. Pitcher fields it. Brewers pitcher fields it, tosses it to first baseman Daniel Vogelbach. That's the only name I remembered from that play. The dude's out by 20 feet.
Easily.
Like, Vogelbach, his foot's off the bag because he's already recorded the out.
It's one of those where you hit the ball and you just kind of saunter over to first base.
I think I did see it because didn't the runner kind of angled a little bit towards
the pitcher in the grass.
In the grass. Okay,
and,
I didn't see
and
that.
since he ran into the pitcher, the umpire called the interference, even though the out was already recorded.
These umpires don't know what they're doing.
Like,
it seems like they're forgetting the rules. And I know there's a lot of young umpiring crews out there. The Mets just had one in their series against the Phillies. They had one. It was another interference call, but it was the opposite. They had, I think it was McCutcheon was running to second and was called out. He did not run off the. He did not veer
the
off
base path or anything.
Yep. And then they called the runner safe at first when he was out. So it was they messed up 2 calls on one play. Then they reviewed it and then called the runner out. But since the interference is not reviewable, they kept that. So the Mets got a huge break with a double play that they didn't earn, but I'll take it as a Mets fan.
I'll say this for sure. Home plate umpires are umpiring themselves out of jobs. It's terrible.
There was a weird issue today in Mets versus Cardinals. Cardinals have I don't know his first name, Kim, on the mound. I'm guessing he's from one of the Asian countries.
Korea, probably.
Probably Korea would be my guess as well. He normally has a translator who comes out with the coach, as many non-English speaking pitchers do.
Correct.
This foreign non-English speaking pitchers. I can't speak English myself. Apparently, this is nothing new, but apparently the translator went out without the coach to speak to him, and then the pitching coach decided, oh wait, I want to talk to him too. And then the umpires had to all get together to decide, wait, is that a second trip to the mound?
Christ, really?
And technically it would be if they crossed the line.
The line, sure.
Which the pitching coach realized at the last moment and didn't cross. But then they had a whole big powwow and discussion, and then the pitcher's not pitching. He's standing there waiting for them to figure out. Mets broadcaster Keith Hernandez was hilarious because he was just complaining and seriously angered by the whole fiasco. Because it's not like this is new.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, well, Rocco Baldelli forgot about the 2-mound visit per inning rule earlier this year.
Sure did. Had to pull Barrios in, the 4th inning or something?
And at least that's how the rule should go, because the Cardinals got to keep their pitcher in once they allowed their pitching coach to also go talk to him. So they got to have 2-mound discussions, no pitching change. Not that it would have mattered. The Mets scored 1 run and lost anyway.
Anything else on umpires?
No.
They suck, and they need to go back to training.
I don't like them.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
No! We suck again!
Indeed. All right, moving on. You know what, Rob? I think I'll throw it over to you for your
Pooh corner.
This is random. This is what I call it. It was Rob's. Hold on.
Corner of human waste.
Rob's corner of. There we go. So I'll throw it over to you. What do you got? What do you got for us
Rob's
today?
corner of gas.
Of human excrement.
Human excrement.
All right, well, I guess as the one Mets fan in the room, I'll just mention that their hitting's terrible.
Yeah, it's not good.
Lindor's terrible.
Yeah.
Everybody's awful, except for Pete Alonso, who's apparently coming out of it and just crushing stuff. No home runs really lately yet for him, but their pitching has been great as usual. But when you score 1 run on 2 hits, you're not going to win too many games.
How's
Yeah,
DeGrom doing?
DeGrom is scheduled, hopefully, not scheduled, but is expected to pitch this weekend. He was originally supposed to pitch yesterday. They were first Monday, I think, and then, Tuesday. I don't know. He keeps pushing it back. He'll be okay.
Yeah.
Best pitcher in the game.
Go baseball.
Yeah, baseball.
Love him. He can take as much rest as he wants. I don't care.
All right.
That's fair.
We'll go back to the minor league baseball celebration we ended up finding ourselves in today. I do have some minor league team promos that are upcoming for this particular season, so it's kind of cool. Some of them are pretty fun. I'll get right into them here. So the first one I have here, the AA affiliate of the Tampa Bay Rays, the Montgomery Biscuits, great name by the way.
Name.
is having a record-breaking night with a 462 T-shirt giveaway on May 13th. And what that is in 1978, Gary Redus hit 462, a minor league record, as a member of the Billings Mustangs. 43 years later, the Montgomery Biscuits are giving away a shirt commemorating this legendary season, as he is now a member of the Biscuits coaching staff.
Awesome.
That's pretty sweet.
I want one of those. Who wants to go to Montgomery?
Kind of me.
The 70s were not 43 years ago. Don't say that.
You're right. They were 50 years ago now.
Another one that's kind of
them
cool, the low A affiliate of the Cincinnati Reds, the Daytona Willens Astudillos.
Tortugas?
Yep.
The Daytona Tortugas?
The Daytona Tortugas.
That's an awesome
It's
name.
fantastic. Are celebrating Jackie Robinson Celebration Day with number 9 uniforms on May 15th. It's kind of cool. You guys should see it. It looks like kind of
it's a
Dodgers-ish.
Dodgers
Yeah.
uniform.
Yep. It's pretty neat.
It's their-
I'll show you later. It's
Thank
cool.
you.
It's their home white with the red number, Tortugas in cursive.
This next one I kind of like, too. The low A affiliate of the Kansas City Royals, the Columbia Fireflies, are having a We Are the Fireflies theme jersey night. This was announced last year. It gave fans the opportunity to have their name placed on a themed jersey that the team would wear during the first Saturday of the 2021 season. This day will be on May 15th this year. The jerseys will be auctioned off after the game, with the proceeds benefiting a organization called Homeless No More. But the cool thing about these jerseys, you guys, is I wish I could show you this. Francis, you can probably
I can see it.
So it's got their jersey, and it kind of looks like it's literally got a whole bunch. Yeah, come on over. So this jersey it looks gray, but it's a whole bunch of names
That's pretty awesome.
in the uniform. So that's kind of cool. Here, while you're here, let me show you the Tortugas one.
Yeah. Blue Dodger, cursive, Tortugas, red numbering.
I think it's pretty cool. Next up here, I have the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers, which is
Great name.
It is. It's about to get better.
That is the absolute minor league name.
It's about to get better. So the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers are the high A affiliate of the Milwaukee Brewers, are having a name change weekend, which is called. They're going to be called the Udder Tuggers.
Wow.
Oh my god.
The Wisconsin Udder Tuggers.
No,
If
that's
someone finds me some merch for that, I will be forever in their debt.
By the way, where's your He Hate Me jersey?
Oh,
That's a
it's
huge
coming.
bitch.
It's on its way, I
It's
think.
still not here yet. Okay.
I don't know if it's been mailed, but it's still...
All right.
I've ordered it. So I don't know what more I can tell you about it. But
So June 3rd through 6th, it'll be the Wisconsin Udder Tuggers. This actually has a history. Beginning in 2009, the Timber Rattlers staged an annual Salute to Cows promotion and honoring the local dairy industry.
Sure.
And they, quote, milked it.
Wow.
you don't need a sound effect board. You got me.
No, Rob's was better.
They kind of turn it into a theme night thing, and they will become the Udder Tuggers for a weekend.
Wow.
Yep. The low A affiliate of the Tampa Bay Rays, the Charleston River Dogs, are going to have a toilet paper night on June 26th, commemorating 2020 in a satirical type of approach. Yeah. So toilet paper night, which the team lists as its, quote, number 2 promo of the season,
Oh my god.
is dedicated to remembering when toilet paper was America's hottest commodity in 2020, and the first 1,000 fans in attendance receive a complimentary roll.
But I don't have a square to spare.
I mean, kudos to these teams, like the creativity. Like,
I know, right?
well done.
That's all
well
right.
done.
It's pretty good. And then the last one I have here, the one that was worth it, Rob, this is right up your alley.
Tickle my fancy.
The AAA affiliate of the Miami Marlins, the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp,
Love it.
Ooh.
Great minor league name.
on July 10th is having a bobblehead giveaway
Okay.
called, quote, The Ocean Called. And
I know. I think I know where you're going
It's
with
a
this.
play
Keep going.
on a Seinfeld bit where in the comeback, George Costanza gorges on a shrimp cocktail during a work meeting, and this inspires coworker Riley to say, "Hey George, the ocean called. They're running out of shrimp." And it's literally a bobblehead of George
The
Costanza.
jerk store called,
Yep.
and they're running out of you.
Yep, that's the jerks. But it's literally a bobblehead of George Costanza just mowing down on some shrimp.
Nice.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So
You're fantastic.
thank you.
Welcome.
Jeez, you're so nice. I guess there is one more. I like
right.
that one. I knew Rob would get a kick out of it.
I did. Thank you.
The Pensacola Blue Wahoos.
Blue Wahoos.
I wish they were still part of the Twins organization.
Right. They are now the AA affiliate of the Miami Marlins.
Boo.
Are having
Boo
a
Wahoos. I
the
apologize.
the is having a festival of Crabzilla on August 11th. The Blue Wahoos Crabzilla, it's a gargantuan seafood sandwich debuted in 2019, and they have some corresponding merchandise with it as well. But it's a giant sandwich. Let's see. Chef Travis outdone himself, blah, blah, blah. This massive sandwich includes crab remoulade, pork belly, soft shell crab, Parmesan crab mac and cheese, fried shrimp, a crab pup lettuce tomato, and crab fries. Hook, line, and sinker is what it's called for $25.
Pass.
You a fan of seafood?
I am totally in on that sandwich. I love seafood.
I like shrimp and I like canned tuna, and that's all I like.
I like shrimp, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can deal with sushi once in a while. I don't know if I'd consider that.
Nope. I think like the what is it, the crunchy roll? I think is a
Oh, sure. Yeah. The was it the king crab? No, not the king crab. Are you talking about like a California roll or something?
I
I
don't
like the
know.
Philadelphia roll. I like the cream cheese in it.
I think it's just called the crunchy roll. They make them at Hornbacher's here.
Yeah,
Because I
guy
used to
does a
work.
good job.
I used to work next to the sushi in the meat department, and he'd let me. They sample it and I try that. And that one I enjoyed. Other than that, this is a no for me, dog.
Right
on
on.
sushi.
I would eat the hell out of it. Sounds like a great sandwich to me. But yeah, that's all I had for the minor league promos. I thought it was kind of fun. It'd be kind of a neat little tribute to minor league baseball starting up
Yeah.
again for the first time in over a year.
We got to go to a Red
Definitely.
Hawks game this
Oh
year.
yeah, we do. That'd be great. All right. Who wants to get into some notable injury news? I've talked long enough. Either one of you.
I'll do it. I'll do
Choose
it.
Come on,
All right.
somebody, anybody.
I was waiting for the cricket sounder.
I did say chirp chirp.
I'll go.
I'm just gonna put the sounders away for the baseball podcast. We'll just have Rob do it.
Yeah. Nobody wants that, but I'm going to do it
No,
anyway.
I wants that. I wants that.
Chirp, chirp.
Anyway,
respect my authority.
special guest Eric Cartman. Chicago White Sox outfielder Luis Robert is out 12 to 16 weeks with a torn hip flexor muscle. It's not good if you've ever had a hip flexor injury. It's no
very,
bueno.
very uncomfortable.
No bueno. Sorry, beer's good. Milwaukee left fielder Christian Yelich is on the 10-day.
I wasn't gonna have any beer tonight.
Shut up. All right, you can do injuries now. You
No.
be a jerk.
Oh.
That's $1 in the jerk jar.
Oh my god.
Well, the jerks.
The jerks
are called.
Podcast
called.
All right, Milwaukee left fielder Christian Yelich 10-day IL with a back injury. Starting pitcher Corbin Burns is out with an undisclosed injury as he did not make his start on Sunday. Bad news for us, Jake. Luis Arias, utility man for the Twins, on the 7-day concussion IL. Michael Pineda is day-to-day. Royce Lewis had successful surgery to repair his torn ACL. Kind of surprised that didn't happen sooner, considering how long ago it was.
Right.
I did see Miguel Sano came off the 10-day IL today, and Kirilloff was put on the 10-day IL with a wrist injury. You have in here, it may be serious. What more do you know about it?
I don't know anything else about it right now. When I wrote this, he wasn't on the IL yet, but when they place him on the 10-day IL, it says to me that maybe it may not be as serious as originally thought. But it when I was listening to the radio today, it did not sound good at all. Yeah,
Oh, bueno.
but I don't know. Maybe they're throwing him on the 10-day IL just to see maybe what happens with it, and then later on maybe increase it. But I hope not. He was really starting to rake there, man.
Yes, he was.
And that sucks.
Rob, that's your name. I forgot your name there for a second. Just look away here.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I like to sing along with the sound effects.
Mets pitcher Jacob deGrom is day-to-day with a right lat inflammation. Will not throw for a few days. Will not be placed on the IL. Brandon Nimmo, he's an outfielder, correct?
Yes.
Brandon Nimmo is day-to-day with a finger injury, and Noah Syndergaard threw an inter-squad game on Saturday, so he's working his way back.
And Carlos Carrasco should be back anytime.
I did see. I believe they brought him. They brought him off the IL, correct? Carrasco.
I don't know for sure. I wouldn't be surprised. I heard he was coming back very soon.
Okay.
But I didn't catch any specific news about it.
Couple more here. A's pitcher Jesus Luzardo is on the 10-day IL with a finger injury. Injured his. I believe he broke his pinky playing video games.
Yeah, so there's only one of two ways that could have happened.
Something we've all
Spiked
done.
the controller and it bounced back.
Well, I mean, either punch something or slammed his hand on the desk, or maybe, like, when back in the day, we used to like move around with the controller to maybe like get.
You
our
don't
guy
still
to,
do that?
Not
Two-handing it?
really, no. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys think when he found out about that injury, Oakland was all like, Jesus, Luzardo?
Why didn't you just lie about how he did it? That's so embarrassing.
Wow. Do you feel good about that?
Yeah.
No, you don't. I hope not.
Just say you smacked it on a door or something. How hard is that?
I mean,
Why would you be that honest? Like, it's broken. Does it matter how it happened?
literally almost any other lie is better than, I was playing video games and I hurt myself.
You are one pathetic loser.
Last one here. Phillies left fielder Bryce Harper day-to-day with wrist injury. Not because he was hit in the face with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Yeah, that was scary. I saw a lot of blood.
Yeah. He took it like a champ.
Did you see him get thrown out of the game against the Mets before he even came back from that injury?
What? No, what happened?
I think that was from the that double play that I mentioned. I think he was yelling at the umpires from the bench, and they tossed him from the game.
Classy move by Bryce Harper, the pitcher that hit him in the face. He actually reached out to the guy, let him know he was okay, and there was no ill will or anything like that, and was actually really cool about it. So, classy move by Bryce Harper.
Good for him. That's good.
In the face of a career-threatening plunking.
That could have been way, way worse than what it was. I know I don't have it on our sheet, guys, but I kind of want to get into both of our teams a little bit. We'll start with the Mets. Doubleheader tonight. How's that going, by the way?
They lost the first game 4-1. They got 2 whole hits. Lindor, another 0-for. So he's 0 for, 27, I think
he's like 0 for 1,000.
Yeah. I saw a tweet somewhere. Some guy said that he's just trying to get his batting average back to 0 so he can start over. That was pretty good.
Jeez.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah.
That's rough.
And, right now they're up 3-0 right after that wild pitch where they scored him. When I broke in with the news, next batter had a 2-run homer. So
nice.
They're up 3-0.
Oh, that's rough.
Right on.
Do we have to talk about the Twins?
No, we're going to talk about the Mets a little bit now.
Good.
So right now, as it stands, New York is 11-13, only one game behind Philly for the lead in the NL East. What's going on with the Mets? Lindor's not doing great. DeGrom is your creme de la creme. He's awesome right now, except for he can't play at the moment. But what's up with Lindor, man?
I don't have a good answer for that. If I had to guess, I would just say, he's pressured. He's pushing himself. When you start getting into a slump, you start figuring, I better start hitting.
Start pressing.
You start pushing yourself. And, the dude obviously cares. It's clear about that. So, I think he's just trying too hard. He's in his own head. He's just getting himself into a deeper and deeper rut. They gave him the second game off today, which I thought they should have just given him the whole day off. Just let him, he had yesterday off for the rain delay. Just give him a few days to clear his head and come back. And, they just fired their hitting coach, which I don't know that I agree that was a smart move. Not because somebody shouldn't be held accountable, but I don't think it was the hitting coach's fault that the entire team just suddenly forgot how to hit.
Well, what are you going to do? You're going to fire the manager already? 20-some-odd games into the year.
That's not a great idea, but I think he's the one who probably holds more responsibility in the case of their struggles. The guy doesn't seem to have any fire or passion. He's not... I think he came out to take Marcus Stroman out of the game, and Stroman told him, no, I'm not coming out of the game. And they're like, okay, we'll leave you in. If you can't control your players, then you've kind of lost control of the team. I think he's just a kind of a yes man for upper management anyway.
See, that sort of sucks because I kind of put all my eggs in one basket on the Mets this year to maybe make the playoffs.
We all did. They still could, but I think now at this point, maybe it's too early to say, but you'd think that whoever wins the National League East is going to be the only team from that division to make the playoffs. It's certainly possible.
It's looking like it right now. Your division leader is 500 ball right now. So
the Mets could still make it, but I think they're going to have to win the division in order to do it if things continue on this trend.
The Mets currently have a team batting average of 236.
Ooh.
Although I will mention, I think the Major League average is like 240 something. Everybody's down statistically.
Detroit is last in Major League Baseball. What do you think? Rob, you probably saw it. Did you see it?
I did not see it.
What do you think Detroit's batting average is as a team?
Can I ask what place the Mets are in compared to them?
13th.
Okay.
At 236.
I'm going to guess Detroit 217.
You are wrong.
Okay. Am I far wrong?
Lower.
They're lower, or I went too low?
You need to go lower.
I need to go lower.
Oh, no.
Is it in the... are they above... They're above the Mendoza line. They're over 200?
Lower.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
As a team, the Detroit Tigers have a 199 batting average.
That is rough.
As a team.
Oh, my God, really?
Well,
yes.
You don't have to worry about the Twins coming in last this year.
The Mariners The Mariners are hot on their heels with a 201 batting average. I don't see the Twins in here. Twins are 9th in batting at 240. So, I guess we got that going for us in all of baseball.
They're probably batting 081 in 7th inning and beyond.
As bad as the Mets' offense has been, offense is just down across the league for just about everybody. So, I'm not overly concerned with their batting average anyway. My main concern is their hitting with runners in scoring position or anything where people need to come up clutch in order to score some runs and maybe win a game. And that they, I think, are in 29th out of 30. Something like that.
Yeah, I already closed the sheet.
That's all right. I think I saw a stat a few days ago. They were like just above the Rays for last place in batting average with runners in scoring position or something along those lines.
Sure.
And that does not surprise me from all the games I've watched so far. When you go like 1 for 16 in a game.
I just can't believe how much... I thought Lindor was going to be the cog for you guys that, kind of got you off of a schneid.
So did I, and it's still possible, but you don't want to get into a deep hole before that happens.
It's absolutely still possible. Yeah.
Pitching at least has been a bright spot, and especially the bullpen. I'm surprised. I thought the bullpen was going to continue to be a weakness.
I don't want to talk about bullpens right now. I can't do bullpen talk.
Yeah, for you. That sounds like a segue.
Good for you. Yeah, it is a segue. Start it, Jake. I can't.
I wasn't quite ready. But,
sorry.
Too late.
We can continue bashing the Mets if you want. I'm okay with that.
Well, we weren't really bashing the Mets, just trying to figure out what the hell's wrong with them.
We could talk about Dom Smith getting unfairly penalized by Major League Baseball for responding to a Phillies pitcher who doesn't know how to find the strike zone. If anybody wants to discuss that.
Sure, why
not?
not?
Saw any of that.
Go for it.
Come on in with it. Let's do it.
This all goes back to, I think, like one of the first week of the season, something like that. Phillies relief pitcher, I forget his first name, Alvarado. Is it Jose Alvarado? I think it's Jose Alvarado.
I think so.
This dude throws 100 miles an hour and has no idea where his pitches are going. He's a big, tall, beefy-looking dude. he threw. I don't think he threw it intentionally, but the ball went towards Michael Conforto's head at 100 miles an hour. He ducked out of the way. Conforto gets hit by the next pitch on the arm or shoulder or back or something. Dom Smith on the bench is probably the most vocal of the people saying, "Hey, what are you doing?" And this Alvarado guy's, flapping his gums back at him like, "Hey, now, whatever, just sit down and shut up." And so like, okay. And he comes in and he starts chirping at people. He's throwing all over the place. He's wild. Then Dom Smith comes to bat. Alvarado goes 3-0 on him, but ends up striking him out. So as Dom Smith starts walking back to the bench, Alvarado starts celebrating, which not a problem with the celebration.
Not a problem.
Then he starts making the "you talk too much" gesture at Dom Smith, who's walking back to the bench, and then gesturing, "Come on out, come on, you got something to say?" So Smith turns around, so "You talking to me?" Of course, meanwhile, now there's an umpire and a catcher in between them, and so
Jackass!
Nobody can fight with anybody, and neither of these guys actually want to fight anyway, or they would have.
Right, yeah. Right.
But I see a lot of people mentioning, "Oh, Dom Smith, he should have." He can't win in that position because it's okay. Your options are just walk back to the bench, and you've been punked out. You struck out. You didn't get a hit with runners on.
You were up 3-0.
Yeah,
and you struck out.
Or you can run after the guy, knock him down, which probably would have been cool, and maybe he should have done that. But then you're putting yourself. You're going to get yourself suspended, fine, whatever.
5 games for sure.
Yep. Or do what he did, which was turn around and be like, "What, you got something to say?" And then starts walking back towards him, and then is stopped, intercepted by Phillies catcher and the umpire. And none of the options are really good. So,
right.
I don't know. What was satisfying to me was Alvarado given a 3-game suspension. He appealed it, which meant he could come into the next game and blow that against the Mets.
Fantastic.
So thanks for appealing, Alvarado. You helped the Mets win on Sunday.
Thanks, dude.
Back to you, Jake.
All right. Well, Minnesota Twins,
I don't wanna.
11-17 currently, not good. They're 5 games behind Kansas City.
Home run Mets.
Cleveland, Chicago,
Rub
and
it in.
Kansas City above us right now. Offense isn't a problem between innings 1 through 5.
Yeah.
6 through 9 is a terrible,
It's not-
terrible
it's
problem.
not so good.
But the worst part of it all is our bullpen.
Yeah.
We absolutely suck.
It's embarrassing. We were talking last night. We were texting back and forth last night. Taylor Rogers comes in the was it the 8th inning? 'Cause I think
It was the 8th, yep.
yeah. Hap went 7 1/3, I believe it was for us.
Yeah, that's another thing I want to get into, but continue your story.
So Hap goes 7 1/3, gives up 1 run. We're in prime position to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Rogers comes in, gets the out to. Or I think it was 7 2/3. It was 7 2/3 for Hap. Gets Gallo swinging, which was awesome.
On like 4 pitches, too. His slider was on.
Oh, yeah, it was good. And comes back out for the 9th inning and promptly gives up the lead.
Yep.
Go to extra innings, and who went out? Who was the Waddell?
Oh, Waddell, yeah.
Waddell-
Send him to St. Paul, for Christ's
Waddell
sake.
comes out, I think it was 2 pitches in, and was it Calhoun, I believe it was, or whatever, just blasts one to left field. 2 runs. Easy, terrible. And then the Twins do nothing.
No,
in the 10th inning.
no, they don't. They don't do anything in the late innings, and it's really, really frustrating. But going back to the pitching thing, Rocco Baldelli has really got to start trusting his starters to go a little bit deeper.
Yes.
I'm hating this middle of the 5th inning BS where he's going out there and he's talking to him. Your pitchers are going to run into crap. It's just going to happen.
Yep.
It's going to happen on a nightly basis. If your guy isn't on, though, which I understand going out there and talking to him and maybe pulling him early every once in a while, but this has been a common theme all year long where he's gone out to the mound and pulled the guy middle of the 5th.
Yeah.
Start of the 5th.
He's
early
at,
6th.
He was at 87 pitches.
Don't
we only
care.
had him.
We
only had him scheduled for 90. Your
I'm
starting pitchers need to be able to throw 100 pitches in a game.
And I'm hearing all this. Well, we're trying to look ahead to the future for September, August, September. I'm like, you shouldn't. Your problem is right now.
You're what?
Your plan sucks for one thing
You
because
got to make it to September.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah. your plan is terrible for one thing. Like, we didn't have this issue last year. Like, what the hell happened? Like,
Certainly didn't have it in 2019.
no, absolutely not.
Play for the game or maybe the week that you're at, and then deal with September when it comes around.
Exactly, and that's where this entire excuse is crap. It's absolute crap.
The Twins are the second worst team in the American League based on win percentage.
And they should be. That's exactly where they should be.
And you're gonna sit here and tell me that you're ready. You're getting ready for September. You're 5 games out of first place, 6 games below 500
At the beginning of May,
and you're thinking about September. You should be thinking about surviving till the All-Star break.
at this point, yes.
He should be thinking about his job.
Yeah.
They need to.
Sadly, no, he shouldn't, because the Twins will hang on to him far too long.
Oh, they will. That's what they do with
is that
managers.
Regardless of what happens.
That's what they do
Okay.
with managers. But he needs to start trusting his starters, and he needs to start letting them get into or past the 7th inning, for Christ's sake. Like, I think Happ is the only one that has done it. I swear. I'm almost certain of it.
Pineda went 7 one day.
Oh, you're right. He did.
Yeah, Pineda went 7.
But I don't remember Barrios going 7. I don't remember.
Barrios went 6.
I don't think Shoemaker's gone 7.
He still pitches for
Is
us. I
Kenta
haven't
your
seen him.
ace? I mean,
Supposedly.
obviously he's not performing like one, but is he supposed to be? Like, he was great last year,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
he's getting back on
He
track.
is getting
I
back
was going
on
to ask
track.
what his issue is. I haven't watched the Twins games. So
Location,
I don't know,
location,
it's
and
been-
command.
it's been location.
Yeah, it hasn't been
I
great.
don't know if he's got any injury
But-
No.
lingering or whatever.
But yeah, this weight, this overly cautious approach, we're getting to the point where you can't afford to do it anymore.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, man, our revamped bullpen from what we lost last year is not good.
Who would have thought Trevor May was the glue? No, you didn't. Put
Yes,
your
I
hand
did.
down. I hate
Do not
Guess who's been good for the Mets ever since that
Trevor
opening?
MFing May. I
Yeah.
bet you anything.
He's been very good.
I'm telling you, man. I called this from the very beginning. Trevor May was a big loss to the Twins bullpen. You laughed at me, Francis. You still laughing at me, but it's fact. And
Just because he's not great doesn't mean he wouldn't be the best guy in your bullpen.
he wasn't great for a while, and I'll give
Yeah.
him that. But
I
he
think
started
I-
figuring something out,
I
and
thought that he had changed something. I
Yes.
can't remember what it was. Like, there was something in his delivery that he was like, "Well, I should do it this way for whatever reason."
I think
don't remember what it was
I think he
specifically,
started. It was a shorter delivery.
it was a shorter delivery and an arm angle thing.
Yep.
I love watching some relief pitchers. Not to get it off topic, but some guys with. I saw the Mets have this guy. I forget his first name, but Reed Foley is his last name, and I guess he was on the Blue Jays last year. They said that he crouches down and looks like a bird or something. He said something because he learned it from some guy in the Blue Jays who told him, "Yeah, you should do that because it'll." Activate your glute muscles and get your legs in. Some long-winded excuse,
Sure.
but I'm like, whatever, man. This is entertaining to me.
Oh, that's crazy.
Whatever gets the job done. Carry on.
No, that's okay. The Twins need to figure out their bullpen, whether it be via trade, free agency, cut a guy, call somebody up. I don't care what it is, but what they have going on right now isn't working.
Alex
leave
Colomé
Alex
should-
Colomé wherever the hell our next road trip is. I don't care.
and make him pay us back the money we gave him.
Comes
Yeah.
out of the hotel room. Hey, guys.
Exactly.
go?
Yeah, leave him there. Don't care. Something's got to be fixed. Something's got to be
Left him in,
reworked.
Topeka, Kansas or something.
But I do want to touch on a bright spot before we move on. Byron Buxton,
Oh,
Great.
MVP.
AL Player of the Month, was it?
MVP. Yes.
AL Player of the Month
Good for him.
for the month of
Congrats.
April. This is what it's like when he's healthy and he's got a little bit of experience now under his
Yep.
belt. He is so disciplined now at the plate. It is amazing to watch him hit.
Not fanning on those sliders
No.
out of the zone.
He is the number one guy to go to the ballpark for right now.
Yep.
Isn't it awesome when you have a guy in your team that you can chant MVP at non-ironically? Like,
Yeah.
the guy has all the tools to do it.
We used to do it ironically for Brian Dozier. I did anyway.
I would for Nick Punto.
Oh, here we
Get
go.
out.
Come on.
Get out.
There's my one Nick Punto reference of the week. I'm going to work it in
Oh my
every
God!
time.
Who the hell cares?
I hate you so much right
Nobody
now.
cares, and I'm fine with it.
Who invited you?
We're gonna
I
get
think it was
that.
Jake.
That's gonna be a thing every baseball podcast from here on out. I just know it. But Byron Buxton, he's hitting 386 right now. 386. Ridiculous.
And just dropping bombs.
Yeah. Oh my God, he got so much stronger. He's got 9 bombs on the year.
That what did he add? 15 pounds.
20 pounds of muscle.
20 pounds of muscle.
and stayed fast.
And yeah, look what little extra muscle will do to you.
I think he's perfect on base stealing this year too. I'm almost certain of it.
Well, maybe.
But yeah, a little bit of team stats here. 136 runs, which is 10th in the entire league. Not nearly good enough to win you more ball games when you're probably giving up twice that.
135. The run differential is +1.
Yeah, it's not good. Team batting average 240, middling again it's 11th. OBP is 19th with 308. And slugging percentage is 421.
Thanks to
Byron Buxton
and Nelson Cruz.
Exactly. But yeah, bottom line, Twins got to fix some stuff. And,
yeah. Can we stop talking? I'm getting sad.
Yep, no, it's fine. We can. Moving on.
My house is sad now.
That's all right. Your sad will be erased after this because we're getting into our fantasy baseball challenge. Week 3 results, because we did skip a week because we had the live football podcast, which was a whole lot of fun.
If you are a semi-football fan, go check it out. It was a lot of fun. We had a whole lot of different people speaking.
Dude, we had a cast of characters, and that was a lot of fun because I wasn't expecting a lot of people to talk, and everybody did, and it was a lot of fun.
Everybody came up
In
and
fact,
talked.
it got to a point where I wasn't even at my control station for like 30 minutes to an hour.
It got to a point where you, me, and Miller weren't even at the mics.
That's true. That is the thing that happened. I mean, you got to get up, and it was like a 3.5 hour show.
Yeah, 4.
4-hour show. But damn, was that fun. That was a lot of fun. We need to do something like that.
I tuned
for
in on
baseball.
Facebook for a few minutes. That was a fun watch.
Yeah, well, you should have stuck around for the whole thing.
I couldn't.
Jerk. $1 in the jerk jar.
I have 4 kids. I wouldn't have been able to hear it anyway.
Well, that's fine. Anyway.
How many jars do we have now? We have a jerk jar. We have a
yell jar.
Yell jar.
I'll think of more. We'll get more.
Being a Francis jar. That's a $10. It's a $10 jar.
Yeah, but you guys
got
to pay me.
No, that's not how that works.
That's how it works.
I'll give you $10.
Fantasy Baseball Challenge Week 3 results and draft order for Week 4. So the last week we did AL East left fielders? Center fielders. Left fielders.
Left fielders.
Yep, that's what it was. So just a recap from that. So I took Alex Verdugo for Boston. Francis had Cedric Mullins for Baltimore. Jeff took Randall Grichuk from Toronto, and Rob had Aaron Hicks.
Total hits.
3.
Anyway, so it went like this. Alex Verdugo had 8 total hits. Did a whole bunch of crap, basically got me 11 points, which, hey, not bad, right? Until you get into Francis's, who took Cedric Mullins.
Who?
Exactly. Cedric MFing Mullins. 11 total hits, 7 singles, 2 doubles, 2 homers, 2 runs scored, 2 RBI, a walk. He did get caught stealing a base once and had 3 Ks, but the hits took him to the 20-point total score mark. Unbelievable. Cannot
flex on you guys.
Freaking believe that. So I had 11 points from Verdugo. Francis had 20 from Mullins. Jeff took Randall Grichuk. Got 17 points. He had 4 hits, 2 of them singles, but 2 of them home runs. He had 3 runs scored and 5 RBI, so that was big for
That'll
Jeff.
do it.
RBIs.
Yeah. And then Rob, Aaron Hicks, he also got 11 points, so we actually had a tie between him and myself last week. 3 hits.
But 2 were home runs.
But 2 were home runs.
But also 11 points, so...
Yeah, well, he also had 6 Ks, which is the most out of everybody.
That'll
last week.
do it.
So that will do it. So the draft order for Week 4, due to a tiebreaker, is going to be me again because I'm in last place.
What are the standings?
Yeah, I'll get that in a minute.
Oh, okay.
So for the draft order for this week, myself, because I'm in last place. Rob, tiebreaker, goes after that because he's not me.
I like that. Just the,
is not tiebreaker.
I'm not you,
is not
so.
Jake.
tiebreaker.
Yeah, I literally have it in there as tiebreaker is not Jake. Followed by Jeff and then Francis again.
I laughed when I saw that.
Week
yesterday.
4.
This
pick
sucks.
number
I'm
4.
always picking last.
Oh, shut up! You keep hitting on them. So the overall standings are as follows: Francis leading the pack with 58 points.
Yeah.
In a distant second, Jeff 35 points.
I'm sorry, that's funny.
It's ridiculous. Distant second. It's nuts. There's a lot of season left, though, so don't get too comfortable up there.
Oh, no.
In third place is Rob with 28, so kind of nipping at the heels of Jeff there. And I suck.
Yeah, you're not good at most things.
But what does that have to do with this?
Well, I'm in last place with 18 MFing points. I'm 40 points behind Francis. I need a big week.
The Detroit Tigers of the fantasy league.
Oh. You're such an ass.
I'm going to do it to myself. He's the Nick Ponto of this fantasy league.
Oh, my God.
Yes!
Finish him.
That is...
Oh.
That's hurtful, man.
I feel bad for you on that one. That was really uncalled for.
I hate you guys so damn bad.
I'm fucking up my glasses. I'm laughing so hard.
So week 4 draft is National League West second baseman. So the National League West, of course, is the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Colorado Rockies, the Los Angeles Dodgers, San Diego Padres, and the San Francisco Giants.
I'd heard of none of these guys except for the one person who did not get picked.
Yeah. So anyway, I had to do
He
a
used
little
to play
bit
for
of
the
research.
Mets, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Actually, I knew that because I had to look him
I think
up.
we talked about him a few weeks ago.
So anyway, the second baseman for these teams, Arizona, Eduardo Escobar, currently has a 243 batting average, 26 hits, 17 RBI, 9 walks, 21 strikeouts. Colorado Rockies, Garrett Hampson, 247 batting average, 24 hits, 11 RBI, 9 walks, 26 Ks. Gavin Lux of the Los Angeles Dodgers, 190 batting average, 12 hits, 7 RBI, 4 walks, 20 Ks. San Diego Padres, Jake Cronenworth, 255 batting average, 28 hits, 7 RBI, 12 walks, 19 Ks. And for the San Francisco Giants, current starter, Wilmer Flores, 190 batting average, 12 hits, 8 RBI, 8 walks, 9 Ks. He's the current starter because the regular starter, Tommy La Stella, and backup Donovan Solano, both on the 10-day IL. Wilmer Flores is the San Francisco guy.
All right.
So we did our draft last night, and with the first pick in the Week 4 draft, I selected former Twin, current Arizona Diamondback, Eduardo Escobar.
Seems to be a no-brainer.
I need a big week out of somebody.
Why was it a no-brainer?
I don't know.
I guess I have no brain, so tell me. What's the thinking behind that pick?
The thinking behind the pick is because he has 26 hits, 17 RBIs.
Okay.
And is in the top 3 in batting average of all of these players.
That's fair.
Banking on him to have
I didn't know if there was another reason behind
Nope, that's literally it.
I looked
Banking
up
on this guy to
something
get me a big week.
Okay.
I need to have it. I have to have it. And next up was Rob.
And I picked Jake Cronenworth of San Diego. I did it for pretty much the same thing. Oh, he's got a 255 batting average, which is the highest of all these 5 guys listed.
And he's on the
And
Padres.
I think he has the most hits, too.
So why not, right?
28 hits is
And
the most of these 5.
He also has 19 strikeouts, which is not great, but some of the other guys have more, and 12 walks I liked.
I'll get you some points.
Yep, I like the walks.
Yes, sir. Next up, Jeff, who is still missing. Is he okay? Is he around? Is he alive?
I mean, he texts in the thread every now and then.
That doesn't mean anything. It
That's
could be
fair.
anybody. We don't know.
That's fair.
I don't think I've...
Are you saying he's a lampshade in someone's basement?
rubs the lotion on.
Chrissy's doing all the texting for him in the thread.
She's done
Picking
it,
his
guys.
baseball picks for him so that nobody suspects that she's murdered him.
Jeez.
Oh, Jeff.
That got dark.
I hope
I
you're still
love it.
alive, Jeff. Jeff, if you're alive, knock 3 times. Anyway.
That was his ghost.
Why did I hear knocking? F. Anyway, Jeff took Colorado Rockies second baseman Garrett Hampson. Again, just for recap, 247 batting average, 24 hits. Doesn't have the highest Ks of the group at 26, but that doesn't really mean much right now.
Yeah.
And then with the last pick, again, Francis, who'd you take?
So, like the 2 previous weeks we did this, sitting with the last pick, I get the short end of the stick.
my God,
I get the
shut
leftovers. So
Ooh,
I actually
Humble brag.
I get the
I mean,
leftovers.
I actually have to do my research on these guys and see who's what and playing who and what their last 5 games. Are you crying?
There's no crying.
Definitely not crying.
There's no crying in baseball.
These are tears of joy because
There
I'm winning.
is because Wilmer Flores once famously cried as a member of the Mets.
That's right, he did. Because he was selected as an all-star?
No, because he was traded, and then the trade was canceled, or it fell apart at the last moment. He was going to be traded to the Reds, and then that trade fell through, and then he hit a game-winning home run to win the game.
I remember that. I actually remember
Wow.
that game. So I'm stuck with Gavin Lux and Wilmer Flores. Both are playing horribly, are hitting horribly right now. I think in their past 5 games combined, they have 3 combined hits or something. Hit the laugh track. I know you want to. There you go. I looked at the schedule. Get it in while you can, man.
Blah, blah, blah.
Get it in while you can. I took Gavin Lux simply because he's on the Dodgers.
God, who the hell cares?
You can't pitch around anybody.
No, that's true.
If you want to avoid Bellinger and Mookie Betts and Justin Turner, and I think the other 6 guys they have, that's fine. Somebody's going to get hits besides, Betts, Turner, and Bellinger. So I'm going to take my shot at Gavin Lux this week.
Fair enough. Well, just to wrap it up, I took Eduardo Escobar this week. Rob took Jake Cronenworth. Jeff took Garrett Hampson. And Francis ended up with Gavin Lux of the Dodgers.
Which means Garrett Lux is about to go on a hot streak.
He's going to get 40 points next week. Watch this. This is going to be terrible. I'm going to hate every minute of it.
Real quick before we wrap
4
it up,
home runs.
Congratulations to Baltimore Orioles pitcher John Means, who earlier today, May the 5th, threw the first no-hitter for the first no-hitter on his own as a pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles since 1969. Jim Palmer did it. 27 up, 27 down. The only batter that reached on a dropped third strike call. That's how close he was. All 3 of these
Catcher better buy him
no-nos
dinner.
have the catchers, actually, Rodon hit a guy, but he hit a catcher. So yeah, catchers. It's the catcher's fault for
those jerks.
We could have had 3 perfect games.
Jerk store.
$1 each in the jerk jar for all those catchers blowing perfect games.
Terrible.
Whatever. You owe me $1 in the jerk jar.
Why don't you stop talking for a while?
You stop talking.
All right, with that, I'm Jake Salter. I'm Jake Salter for Rob Schnitzer and Francis Parkman. Thanks for joining the baseball episode. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.